Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today because today is a very special video as we have just reached 10,000 subscribers just yesterday. So for that, thank you very much and thank you for liking my content, subscribing and sharing. In today's video, I want to share a little bit more about myself, how I came about to starting this channel, my journey in Germany, my journey towards Germany, and I'll also answer some of the questions that you have sent me through various channels. So it's been exactly 3 years since I started this YouTube channel, mostly because I wanted to learn more about investing and how the whole process of buying stocks, ETFs, and cryptocurrencies goes. Additionally, I also wanted to share this data or this knowledge with my friends who were asking me a lot about how to open a broker account, how to buy stocks, ETFs, and more. So, going back, it's been 8 years since I've come to Germany. I remember I came in October of 2015, and it's also been almost 8 years since I have been in Germany. I came for master's degree in biomedical engineering. The first few months were very difficult as some people who come to Germany as student know. I had never lived away from my family and I had no idea how to cook, clean my clothes. I was totally spoiled and I had too many difficulties eating different kinds of foods. So I was also very picky when it was coming for food. I remember the first day a friend of mine picked me from the airport. I'm really thankful to him because he helped me out a lot in my journey towards Germany specifically. Because when I had finished my bachelor's degree, my idea was going towards a master's degree in Singapore because my brother lives there. So I was applying in the two universities that are in Singapore, Nanyang Technological University and Singapore University. I did not get into those two universities because I only applied for a scholarship plan and unfortunately I could not get in. The rejection letters from Singapore universities came by the end of March and I had never really thought about any other country before. So I started looking towards any countries where there was a free program for higher education. So I was searching around and I found out that one of my friends is living in Germany. So I reached out and asked him, okay, what's the plan that he followed? What is the advantage of Germany? I have done some research, but is it actually free? I asked about his opinion and he shared a lot of his knowledge as he had been in Germany for 1 year. So he helped me out a lot and I applied in three universities in Germany. I got a rejection from one university outright and from the other university. They said that I had a lot of courses that were not matching what I had studied in bachelor's. So I would have to go through a lot of those courses. And the third one is where I got my master's admission and based on that I came to Germany in 2015. The first 6 months were difficult too because I had no German language skills. I had done A1 language, but then I interacted with a lot of people, a lot of students in Germany. In terms of job, it was quite difficult because I'm here in a small city in Germany and there weren't a lot of jobs available as my German language was also crap, so to speak. So the first 3 months, I couldn't apply for a job because my permit did not allow me to work in Germany. So when I got my proper documents, then I was able to apply. But even then, it took me about 6 months to find my first job. And that time was quite difficult as a student because my blocked account was going down every single month. And once your account starts draining, it's a special kind of pressure that you have. So I was really thankful that after 6 months, I got a heavy job in the university. It was mostly related towards front end development as I had 8 years experience prior as a freelance web developer. So this really helped me out a lot as I was developing an internal platform, the data that was uploaded by the PhD students, and it was a quite interactive program that we were developing there. In parallel, I was also applying at different institutes for practicum or internships and thesis. Fortunately, I got an opportunity in a research institute where I was asked to work as a Hiwi or a part-time work student. So I got this opportunity, even though it wasn't connected to my master's degree or anything related to my studies. It was a good learning experience. All I had to do was go 2 or 3 hours a day and go in the chemistry lab, mix a few chemicals, and make polymer membranes. So I joined this research institute for the first 5 months. I just went into the chemistry lab, did not talk to anyone, just did my work, kept my head down. In the sixth month, I talked to a lot of people there. I interacted more with the people in the institute and I was more friendly towards everyone. And because of my interaction, at least this is what I believe, my betrother or the supervisor that was working with me for the chemistry lab, they gave me an opportunity for a master thesis. I had been applying at other institutes for an opportunity for either a master thesis or a practicum or a internship, and I had theoretically applied for 40 or 45 places for an internship or a thesis, and I had rejections from almost every single one of them. I had only one interview call, and that was also a good place. And I had two interviews with them already, but as I got an opportunity from the place that I was working as a Hiwi, I found that it was a really good opportunity for me because I already knew the people that were working there, and it was a good experience for me in the past 5 or 6 months. So I accepted that thesis opportunity. In this thesis opportunity, it was somewhat related to my studies, but not exactly. So I had to convince my professor to include more aspects that were related to my master's degree. So thankfully, my professor in the university, that was also my supervisor, he agreed and he added some aspects in the thesis so that it actually fit my master's degree. I did my thesis in this research institute. It was really good 6 months, and by the end of fifth month, I started applying in different positions for a job. I did not apply in that many places. I just applied for 2 or 3 places. I went for an interview at one of the places. It was a good interview, but it did not match my profile, and it was more in the Dienstleistung industry. And I don't know, it wasn't that I did not like that position or that job, but something did not quite fit. So I did not accept that offer. But thankfully, again, I got an opportunity after my thesis in the same place, in the same research institute, and they offered me the job because they really liked my work and they would really like to have me. So I accepted that job, and I have been in that same institute since then. So it's been, I don't know how many years. I started there in August of 2016 as a Hiwi, 6 months as a Hiwi, then 6 months as a thesis student. After that, I started my job in September of 2017. The good thing about working in a research institute is that you get to work in different fields or different projects. So some projects are based on a specific thing, another project is based on another skill. So you get to learn a lot. Maybe it's just my experience. It would be different or it can be different for you. But this is my story of how I started the job. Coming back to starting this YouTube channel. So, as everyone knows, the pandemic closed every single thing in the world and the stock market crashed. I remember my brother contacting me about buying a few stocks, BASF to be more specific, and he wanted to buy BASF stocks because he knew that the stock market, at least in that field, would recover really quickly. So he wanted to ask me how to buy stocks. I had never looked into stocks. I had no idea how to buy stocks, what is actually an ETF, what's an index fund. So I started researching, and actually I did not find anything. Maybe there was content available, but I could not find anything available in English. It was, I think, March of 2020. I looked at German content and there was a lot of content available, but unfortunately I couldn't see anything in English. I researched and I opened a broker account with Trade Republic in starting of April 2020. I bought a few stocks, BSF including, and I bought individual stocks actually, which is not a really good idea if you're really a beginner in stock or ETF investing. I opened this broker account and I shared this information with my close friends. They were interested to know how everything works. So I was researching and then sharing this information with my friends. Every single time I was finding something new, I was sharing it with my friends. And then other friends were also contacting me and asking different questions. So the first video was just an introduction. The second video that I made on this channel was exactly how to open a Trade Republic account. This was just to share with my friends. The idea wasn't more specifically of creating and growing a YouTube channel. The first video was actually just for my friends so that I could just share this video with them, and the questions that they had would have been answered with that video. And then I thought, okay, why not continue making a few videos, because my younger brother has a YouTube channel. So I thought, let's just think about it, because at that time a couple of my friends also got fired because of the pandemic, and it was really difficult to hear their stories because they had been working for many years in their specific companies. They had been really good workers, but then they did not have any, I won't say backup plan, but it was difficult. I couldn't grasp why they got fired. And being in a difficult situation, obviously had some savings, but it was difficult for me to understand what would happen if I also get fired. Based on that, I thought, okay, let's do something on the side. Let's start a business. Let's start at least a YouTube channel, which would not only help me, but the point of that YouTube channel would be to share all of the information that I'm gathering. Maybe it was me, I could not find that many YouTube channels or that much content in the English language, and I just wanted to share what I was learning on the side. So I started creating YouTube videos. As I said, since I think November 2020, I have been uploading at least one video every single week, and I think I have not missed a single week since then. Some weeks I upload two, maybe three videos. Sometimes I have shorts every single day. So that was the plan for this YouTube channel. Right now, as I would really like to thank all of you again for subscribing to the channel. I know not all of you watch my videos, and probably most of you would skip this video altogether, but for the people who are watching this video, thank you again. What I wanted to share in this video, in addition to my story, was why should one start investing in the stock market, or more specifically ETF investing for beginners in Germany. I get a lot of questions from people who are scared on how to actually start investing in stocks and ETFs, because when you look at the stock market, stocks go up and down. There's a lot of fluctuation going on. Specifically, if you started investing in the start of 2022 or by the end of November 2021, actually everything was going down. Stocks, ETFs, crypto, it was going down because of the recession. And then specifically since the war in Ukraine, things got bad also. But what I want you to understand is the compounding effect. What this means is, if you invest 100 euros and the market returns 10 euros, or if the market returns 10%, now this 100 euros that is invested would become 110 euros without you actually selling this thing. So you'll have paper profit. So this is 110 euros. This is now the new base. If you don't invest even a single euro and the market returns again 10% in the next year, you will have another 11 euros based on this 110 euros. Because the first investment was 100 euros, 10 euros was the profit from your first year. Now the new baseline was 110 euros. So based on 110 euros, you get another profit, another and another. So this is the compounding effect. If you invest a small amount and keep on investing, this will not only increase your base amount, but it will also increase value of your investment is increasing. So this is really important, because the earlier you start, the more opportunity your money has to work and grow in the future. So if I were to make this video for myself, when I came to Germany in 2015, I would say, please open an account and buy at least one stock or even an ETF. Right now, you can start with just 1 euro, and there are no account opening fees, no account maintenance fees if you go with Trade Republic or Scalable Capital. And you can buy an ETF and you can run a savings plan on Trade Republic or Scalable Capital for just 1 euro per month. So what I would tell myself is that investing is similar to going to the gym. You go into the gym, you see different machines, you learn about different exercises, which muscle group is being targeted by which exercise, which machine. So you don't see results in just one day or a month or even a year. You learn and you do and you build up your muscle. And investing is something quite similar as well. You start investing, you learn about different things like individual stocks, what are the different statistics, what are the different things that you need to understand within each individual stock, like what is EPS, what are earnings, what is revenue, what is PE ratio. There are so many things. And going to the ETFs, what is total expense ratio? What is the composition of this ETF? So you learn by doing this. Similar to the gym, you do your exercises, you do your reps, and with time you learn, with time your muscle grows. If your goal is more mobility, you also work on that, your mobility grows. So similar to that, if you start investing, you learn about different things, how every single thing works. One thing I would like to mention here is that investing is quite different than trading. So I'm not talking about trading, I'm talking about investing, mid to long term investing. So if you buy a stock for a mid term investment, it's probably 2, 3, 5 years. And for long term investment, it's like 10, 20 years till your retirement. It's better to be an investor than a trader, because if you're trading, then you would need even more time, more information about the trade that you're making. And most of us do not have that much time. But if that's your cup of tea, please do your research and do trades if you want. In addition to my YouTube channel, I also have a website and a newsletter. In the newsletter, I send one or two emails to all of you guys every single month. Sometimes I share additional information in the newsletters that I don't share with the YouTube videos. So if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, I'll put a link in the description below. An example of the stuff that I share in the newsletter is I gave an opportunity to the people that have subscribed to my newsletter to download my new ebook that I'm working on. This would be my second ebook, as my first ebook was on investing for beginners in Germany. This is the basic guideline for taxes in Germany. It would help out a lot of people who do not know about how taxes work in Germany, how to file a tax return, what things can you claim in a tax return. So this might be really helpful for the people that are into that sort of thing. And again, thank you very much for the 10,000 subscribers. And if you want to know the step-by-step process on how to start investing in Germany as a beginner, you can watch this video. Thanks for watching. Bleib gesund. I'll see you in this video.